What is going on, everybody? What is going on? What is going on? If you haven't heard by now, well, it was basically official when the game ended, but it's official now by Mr. Blank. Dan Quinn and Thomas Ditmitroff have been fired. They have been relieved of their duties. They have taken the boot, and they are out of Atlanta. Got Seahawks. I got Seahawks. And Seahawks and Vikings on right now. I might drop this link, and my wish was made. And hey, lots of people were asking me, why do you want these two? Why did you want Quinn gone so bad? Dimitroff, not so much. I wanted Dimitroff gone, but I said we can wait until the end of the season for Dimitroff. But at the same time, don't make it a big hassle. Just fire them all at once. Thomas Ditmitroff. All the times I remember watching Falcon football, Thomas Ditmitroff was the general manager. He was born in 2004. I remember watching Falcon football going back to the 2008-2009 seasons. Matt Ryan's first and second years. And something I think about is Matt Ryan definitely, he has to feel away because Thomas Ditmitroff's all he knows is his GM, and now, yeah, I mean, it's just, did the Lakers fucking win the finals? Yeah, I expected that shit anyway. I can honestly care less. Yeah. Congratulations to all the Los Angeles Laker fans. Congratulations to LeBron James, although I fucking hate the dude. Wins finals MVP, okay, whatever. This definitely hit me harder than I thought it would, because Thomas Ditmitroff especially, because I do remember the Mike Smith era and watching it. Dan Quinn, I'm sure it's hitting a lot of them hard, and I'm sure that, hey man, I'm so happy too. I'm really fucking happy that this shit happened. Chris Carson just got a touchdown. Yeah. So I guess that certain person is probably happy right now, which congratulations to him. What's going on, Ballard? Roll Tide. We got Georgia next week. Chess Hall coming to Brian Denny, his squad. There's StreamYard link. Fuck it, I'll drop it. So let me actually pull up the statement released by Mr. Arthur Blank. Let me pull up the statement.
Family not getting clean. Get new Charmin Ultra Strong.
The Atlanta Falcons announced Sunday night that.
Did I see this right? You finally got rid of Quinn?
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah, I was at work for a few hours, so I couldn't really catch up on a whole lot of sports.
We got rid of Ditmitroff. We got rid of our. We're gonna wipe the fucking house.
So who's gonna replace Dan Quinn then? Do we know?
Temporary replacement, I guess, will be Raheem Morris. I don't know. I'd assume that there are two of them that could definitely replace him between him and Cutter. I'd prefer Raheem Morris.
Yeah.
Oh
man, if it turns out to be Dirk Cutter replacing him,
that will only be for the rest of the year.
He was the Buccaneers coach before Bruce Arians got there.
That will only be for the rest of the year. Yeah. But anyways, what I'm going to say about it is I really hate to say this about Dan Quinn and Thomas Ditmitroff because I do think Dan Quinn is a nice guy, but nice guys don't win in the NFL. They don't. That was the problem with, what's his name, Mark Rick at Georgia. They were both nice guys. And, lots of people knock Saban.
Tough enough, basically.
Saban's won a dynasty.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being nice, but if you're too nice and you're not tough enough with your team and your players, where's the discipline in it?
I really think that I look at Mike Tomlin and Pete Carroll. They're not going to scream at you. They're not going to get mad at you. They will be nice coaches. But if they see that there needs to be a fire lit under that team, they'll do it.
Wow, dude. They went ahead and they already got the line out for the Bama-Georgia game.
Oh, wow. You could tell me what it is.
Yeah. So here's the over-under. This is at least according to ESPN. That's where I view all the spreads. But anyway, the over-under is 56.5. The spread, Bama is only a 5-point favorite. That's not even a touchdown, dude. 5 points.
Well, that's expected. That definitely is expected. It'll be a good game. I think it has potential to be game of the year in college football.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. I'm excited. I plan on I at least plan on streaming the game. Yeah. I think most likely I'll have to only work like 12 to 3. The game's at 8 o'clock. So, I mean, I should be able to.
That's amazing. And then Chess Hall will be doing his 24-hour stream.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
So, yeah, that should definitely be some fun. So let's get back. The Atlanta Falcons announced Sunday night that General Manager Thomas Ditmitroff and Head Coach Dan Quinn have been relieved of their duties effective immediately. Falcons President and CEO Rich McKay has assumed day-to-day oversight of football operations in the interim and will assist Arthur M. Blank. We did it! They're gone!
So, Slittle? He's not speaking. Hey, how about the Braves, though? How are they doing, though? They're doing good. Oh, man.
Oh.
All right, you ask how am I doing, right? How is Slitter doing? Right, well, we all know it's official. Dan Quinn and Thomas Ditmitroff, as Rise Up ATL, put in his title, have been relieved of their duties immediately. I have a show at 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna try to save it, but I will save it. Well, actually, I really don't even need any saving because I'll always come up with material. I'm happy on that aspect of it, that we finally made a change and Arthur Blank looked at it and made a decision. But I'm also sad and bittersweet at the same time because some of you guys haven't seen it since its inception. But I remember when Dan Quinn and Ditmitroff came here and the anticipation and expectation was winning a Super Bowl. So it's always tough to see something that you put money in and fail. But we all know that it had to happen. So I'm kind of 50-50.
Yeah, it's like you're going to – because Dan Quinn did a lot of great stuff for the Falcons, but in the recent years, it's like it's not looking good.
Not at all, man. Not at all. It's been a crazy couple hours. I was extremely disappointed in the game. I felt like it was a game we were going to win. And to me, I think what solidified it was the Falcons, forget about whatever happened during the game. You're down one score. You punt the ball with 8 minutes plus to go, you're a defensive specialist. You're only down one possession, mind you.
Yeah.
And instead of making a stop a couple minutes in, he allows the Panthers in the defense to go 7 minutes of the 8 and then kick a field goal. So to me, that right there solidified it right there, because if you're a defensive coach, you know your job's on the line. You still have a chance to at least tie the ball game, score a touchdown, 2 points, you win.
Yeah.
But they didn't give him an opportunity, Matt Ryan, an opportunity, and the defense looked horrible. And I'm going to address this on my show, but I think the defense wanted Dan Quinn fired. I mean, I'm not saying that the defense, the Falcons couldn't have played better defense, but part of me has to believe that they were tired of it, because I can't believe that you would let a team go down 7 minutes on you.
You know, something else I want to note is Todd Gurley was talking about fighting to keep Dan Quinn, and Gurley had a great day. It was his first 100-yard rushing games in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he had a good day. He wanted to win. And I'm going to blame Matt Ryan. I'm going to put the blame on Matt Ryan and the defense. I think that the Matt Ryan haters, they got some ammo. They got some new material.
Yeah, they did. They did. But also, you have to look at it like this. Even though those 2 series were definitely on Matt Ryan, but don't forget the fact that some of the Falcons players, Ridley and everybody in Hurst, they dropped passes. Matt Ryan put them right there, wide open, and they dropped it. So maybe it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have come to that. But let's be real. No matter what happened, this whole thing was a culmination, and it was meant to be. But to me, the defining moment was not stopping the Panthers on that last drive and letting them go 7 minutes. That, to me, solidified his fate. And I do want to say I'm going to promote this channel. I was on a podcast a little while ago. FIFA, I don't know if you guys saw it. Go check out the video I did. These guys are about 30 subs away from 1,000. They're really good at what they do. They do interact with Falcon players, past, present. And I think you, Rise Up, and you, Ballard, would benefit from interacting with these guys, especially trying to get into broadcasting, because these guys know some people. So if you can, go check them out. Let them know I sent you over there. Go sub them up. Share it to your Twitter. Do a video about these guys, because these guys can help your channel. And they invited me on the show, and I had a great time with it. And I'm gonna do some more things with them. So go check them out. All right, it'll help you out.
Quinn's final moments in Mercedes-Benz Stadium as the Atlanta Falcons head coach.
I want to hear Dan Quinn's comments. I mean, obviously they're probably not going to have a press conference with him, but whenever they do pick him up on video, so he's going to be interviewed somewhere, whether it be here in Atlanta, but probably Dan Quinn's going to bolt out of Atlanta, obviously. Whether it's Seattle or something like that, I would love to hear his answer and everything. But Dan Quinn looked defeated all season. This is the worst thing that could have happened to him, was the start. And like I said, it's bittersweet, man. But hey, at least we got the Braves in the NLCS tomorrow. And I don't talk about it that much on YouTube because I respect the college aspect. But really, if that's Alabama's defense, really, I mean, to be quite real, Ballard, if that's your defense, you're in trouble.
I know, man. That was
surprising to me. Oh my God!
I'm not even going to use this as an excuse. You got to give credit to Lane Kiffin. I think he's a really good offensive-minded type of coach, and you're probably going to see that from him at Ole Miss. But at the same time, Saban has been a defensive coach, recruiting on defense and everything. And all these Bama fans now want to fire Pete Golding. I mean, I don't blame them, you know. It's not that they gave any points. It's the amounts and just the lack of – I mean, Saban was really getting fired up because of the defense. You could see it on the sideline yesterday, man. I mean –
yeah, that defense was – when I saw the score, I was like shocked. But let me go ahead and say this. Derek, Britt, I know who you are. Rise up, beat down, run down, whatever you were. I know you're a different kind of breed Falcons fan. I get that. You're a little cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs. I get that too. Okay, but to see these comments, and I remember seeing you in my live stream. Got nothing personally against you, but you're going to come on here and say Matt Ryan is the worst Falcons quarterback ever. Clearly, you don't know the franchise. Raiders will win the World Series. I'll give you that. I hope so. Alabama's dog pissed their defense. So okay, but to insult Matt Ryan and to say some of the comments that you did in my live stream, that's why I ignored it because.
Hold on a second, Slita. I hate to interrupt you, but this dude does not know what he's talking about. He just doesn't. He is the Falcons fan that actually threw his flag on his lawn. He didn't burn it, but he threw it on his lawn.
Well, I can't get mad at that because if you watch some videos, I threw my Falcon hat and koozie a couple times throughout the years. So, I mean, I don't see any problem with throwing your merch all over the place. So if he did that, that's fine. I've done it. But as far as burning stuff, the Falcon fans who've done that. Derek, so Matt Ryan threw the pick, and what about the plays he did make? What about the passes he made that were dropped? Right? Come on, bro.
So
you're a real Falcons fan. I'm sure you are, but some of the things you say just kind of rub me the wrong way. But like I said, you do you. I'm gonna do me. Just don't disrespect me, and I won't disrespect you. But some of your comments are a little question. Just saying.
My question is now, we fired Quinn, we fired Ditmitroff. Okay, we got it done. Because my thought process all week was, if we lose, Arthur Blank has to do it now. Because he'll convince himself out of it, and he'll wait until the end of the season, and we might go on a, 6-7 game winning streak. We might beat New Orleans, we might beat Kansas City, and they'll be staying for another year. We'll have another year of 7-9, 6-10, 8-8. So, I'm glad we did it because it gives a new regime, a new feel, a new culture. This culture we have now, it is not working.
Yeah, but the thing is that, Razab, I'm tired of these coaching changes. But clearly, when you look at the last couple of years, Ditmitroff clearly had no clue with who he was drafting. You can look at the guys that he's picked up: Riley, Trufant, Vic Busley, Devontae Freeman, Grady Jarrett, Tack McKinley, Pierre Jerry, these busts. Yep. I mean, are you kidding me? And whatever success that he had is whatever position he had with the New England Patriots clearly did not translate here. He had a few good ones. He lucked out on Ridley and Julio and Grady Jarrett and Alex Mack. But other than that, what is he really doing?
Alex Mack was drafted by the Browns. So,
I know that, but what I'm saying is he picked him up on the free agent. He's done pretty good when it comes to free agent. Asante Samuel, John Abraham, Dwight Freeney, Alex Mack. But when it comes to picking up drafts, he's pretty weak. Lewis Oliver, my God, man.
And Isaiah Oliver needs to be cut next. He needs to be cut this week.
Oh, he's horrible. He's horrible. And Derek Britt, I know you're tired of losing, but just because you're tired of losing, that doesn't mean you got to speak out of your ass and say some of the dumbest things, man. Look, I'm sorry to rise up, but you're passionate, Derek. I get that. I see it. I know you're tired of losing, but you gotta say, some of the things you say is like, come on, bro. You clearly know Matt Ryan is not the worst quarterback in the Falcons' history. Clearly. If you want me to name some of the quarterbacks, Byron Leftwich, Joey Harrington, to name a few.
All that was 2007. That was caused by the person who y'all claim is the best quarterback in franchise history.
It was Michael Vick and his issues and stuff like that. We've had some pretty bad quarterbacks in the 80s.
It was an absolute miracle we got out of that hole with Vick. It was because the hole that he put us in, and y'all would much rather take a dude that killed dogs over a quarterback who is literally like a decent defense, a middle of the pack defense away from winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, how high do you have to be?
Yeah.
You do not know.
Look, Matt Ryan clearly has made his mistakes throughout his career, but he also has come back in a lot of games. He's made a lot of plays. He made the play in the Super Bowl. He looked great against the Packers and Seahawks in the playoffs. He's made the plays to give us a ring. But I mean, and I'm not taking away the fact of the mistakes that he's made, because even in our winning years, he made some mistakes that cost us in ball games when we lost like two or three games in a year. So it's not like he was imperfect in the good times. I'm sorry, perfect in the good times. But clearly this year, he has been under so much pressure because the defense can't stop anybody that he's making bad plays. And I think it's an unfair, because also, Matt Ryan made, when we were beating the Bears bad, Matt Ryan made the play to Julio deep, be mind you, not a noodle arm, deep, and Julio dropped it. He made the play to Calvin Ridley today for a big first. It would have been a big first down deep in the Panther territory. He dropped it wide open. He made a play against the Packers on that first drive, dropped first down. So it's not like these guys are not dropping passes. Yes, Ryan made a bad play to Aiden Hurst, but come on, man.
Something else is the fact that I feel that if you remember, and we probably wouldn't have won the game anyway, even if we did get the ball back for Green Bay, we would have probably screwed up on the game-winning drive we could have had, because that's us. It's Atlanta sports. It's what happens. We are used to it at this point. But Calvin Ridley was in the end zone and dropped a wide open pass.
Yeah. I forgot that one too. That would have been a touchdown. So, I mean, you guys knocking Matt Ryan, you can blame some of the stuff, but look at all the quarterbacks. Brady, Marino, Joe Montana, to name a few. These guys have made mistakes. I mean, Brady threw a pick six in the Super Bowl, but he came back and won the game. So it's not like these guys are
Tom
perfect.
Tom Brady made a mistake on Thursday night. He didn't know what down it was.
Exactly, but nobody's going to knock him because he's won 6 rings. People knock Matt Ryan because he hasn't won a ring, even though he should be a one-time champion.
Also,
really, so it is what it is. Really, but rise up. Hey, I got to go. I wanted to stop in. I'm preparing for my show, but do me a favor. Check out the video. Comment below the video I did with the sports show I was on. And I can try to see if I can get you guys on it. It'll help your channels out, especially you too, Ballard, being in the sports media. These guys know sports writers, and they have interviewed Falcon players.
Oh, wow. What was the channel name?
It's I don't know it by heart right now, but if you go check a previous video I just did a little while ago promoting the show tonight at 8, it says Slida Podcast, 8:30 p.m. I got their link on there. Just click it and let them know I sent you over.
Okay, yeah, but one more thing.
Rise up, do me a favor. If you are on their show by chance on video, you cannot cuss.
I know.
Please, you cannot cuss. Do not make me regret the decision, because I like you. I want you to interact with these people, but you cannot cuss on their show, because they are a more sports-oriented show with professionals, with people. So promise me that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, guys. I got to go. I'll talk to you guys later, okay?
Have a good one, Slitta.
You too, man. Oh, by the way, thank you, Ballard, Chicago Bears. Thank you. All right.
Is it down?
Okay. Slitter, I've seen that channel several times before. Forever I Love Atlanta Sports. I've seen that channel before. I've known the channel for like a year. So yeah, but
so I'll check them out.
Yeah, it's Forever I Love Atlanta Sports. I've seen the channel for like a year. So yeah. So I'm now gonna discuss a little bit of the future. So we have fired Quinn and Thomas Ditmitroff.
Yep.
The whole staff will be gone at the end of the season. Coaching staff. If you're asking me, I think that the chances of us hiring another GM and putting Rich McKay at GM, they're 50-50. Okay. Straight up. Yeah. Or 50-50. I think we're hiring a new coach. And my 3 top candidates, Eric Bieniemy, Jim Harbaugh, and Joe Brady.
Whoa, hold on. Jim Harbaugh and Joe Brady. Joe Brady's with the Panthers right now, I think, right?
I know.
Wasn't he, I know he was like one of the he was like the co-offensive coordinator for LSU last year. He was part of the Tiger Magic, whatever the heck, I mean, that'll be a good hire, man. Could you imagine if the Falcons get that hire? Ooh.
I'm promoting you this quarter.
That'll be good.
Rocco, get in the car.
But what do I think happens next after that? Well, I think that I hate saying it. This might be Matt Ryan's final year in Atlanta. It really might. So then, what do I think we do? It depends on what pick we get in the draft. It really does.
Let me ask you this real quick. Falcons fans, I mean, I hear all this talk about you guys are so desperate to get rid of Dan Quinn. Now he's finally got. I mean, are they in a position right now, Falcons fans, are they in a position where any hire will be better than Dan Quinn, or are you truly looking for the guy?
Hold on a second. Derek, I'm going to let you in. Okay. Have your piece.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Yo, so what do y'all think the future is going to be for Atlanta?
Well, I want to address this first. I don't want to start up any more arguments with you.
I've been trying to be cool.
Yeah, personally, if you're asking me, I think our future is. I think that honestly, I don't want Matt Ryan to go. I think Matt Ryan is the best quarterback we've ever had. But I think it depends on what pick we get in the draft. If we end up getting the number one pick, then yeah, we're gonna fucking Hold on a second. I'll let you talk for a second, Derek.
All right.
My God. Okay, my audio does this all the time with my computer where it'll just fuck up. But I think that if we do get the number one pick, I think we need to take Lawrence. I really do. I think it would start up a new culture. It's a new regime. Because we know there's going to be a new culture. There's a culture change. And we might keep Julio another year or two, but we might end up trading him. And maybe if they got a Super Bowl, would it be bittersweet for us? Yes. But also, would I be happy for them? Yes. So yeah, I think a good bit of players are gone after this season. I think Gurley is gone. I think Keanu Neal is gone. I think that KZ's probably going to end up being gone. Yeah. I think a lot of players are probably going to end up being gone, especially in our defense.
It'll be okay, though. It'll be okay. Because I have faith that we'll win the Super Bowl in 3 or 4 years.
I think that we'll definitely we'll try to make some splashes in free agency.
Yeah.
And if you want my honest opinion, I think we're drafting a quarterback in April. I really do. I hate saying it, but I think we're doing it.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to address it. I am a real Falcon.
Watch because draw, those linebackers are going to start dropping back into coverage. And what they end up with is a fullback.
Yeah, I'm there, man. So, Ballard, what are you thinking about your Bucks and Tom Brady forgetting what down it is?
Oh my gosh. How do you not look? You need to check the scoreboard, Uncle Tom. I mean, seriously, dude. I mean, he can't even look at the scoreboard and see what down it is.
Tom Brady's an idiot.
Yeah, he pretty much is.
I'm starting to think that maybe all of that Patriot stuff was all Belichick. Because his decision making in the game the other day. I was not impressed.
Something else I'm going to address. I think that honestly, I think the Falcons are going to be in a rebuild come this time next year. I think it might take 2 to 3 years before we get back in contention.
Yeah. And like you were just saying, Rise Up, like I don't think the Falcons. First off, I think they end up with the top 5 pick in the draft. I mean, at this rate, you might as well go ahead and maybe just give them the number 1 pick. I don't know. I don't think they're in a position where it's like they're tanking for a guy like Trevor or anything, but they're definitely going to be in a position where they could draft a guy like Fields or, whoever, like one of the top tier quarterbacks to replace him. Because Matt, like you were saying, Matt, some point.
Hold on, you're glitching for a second.
All right. When y'all were watching the Falcons games, was y'all really interested in it? Like, did y'all just lose interest in it watching them?
I was actually really interested in it today. I thought that, hey, we stood a shot. But congratulations to the Panthers fans again. Y'all are going to have a really good team come maybe even next year. Y'all are going to have a...
That defense looked good. That Panther defense looked good.
Hey, I wouldn't be shocked if Carolina honestly made the playoffs this year. If they keep playing the way that they've played. It's not the Falcons It's not just us. They've played really well versus Arizona and LA. The LA Chargers. So, yeah. And I believe they have, like, Chicago next week or something. That's a winnable game for them.
Yeah. Panther fans can talk all you want, but once the Falcons get a good head coach, we're going to sweep them again.
Yeah, well, I think honestly, we might end up getting 3 to 4 wins. I think one of those wins, honestly, is at Carolina on Thursday night in about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just that simple. It's my opinion.
I don't because that defense.
Would you be surprised at all at this moment? I mean, I'm not trying to rip on the Falcons or anything, but obviously it's not looking good. Would you be surprised if they didn't win another game this year? Like, they just kept being really, really bad.
They'll win a game. They will win a game at one point. It might only be 1 or 2.
I'm just saying, like, let's say they just do so horrible, like. And, I mean, obviously next year and all that, I mean, there's a lot to improve on. There's a lot of things you got to, get in gear. Like, let's just say they just keep losing and losing and losing this year. I mean, it's already a letdown year for the Falcons, losing the head coach and everything that's happened. So, I mean, can it really get any worse for the Falcons right now? I'm not even trying to rip on them or troll. I mean, I'm asking a serious question, I guess,
Yeah.
And I think they should lose every game so we can get to
No, we're not. Look, I think that the worst team in the NFL, the worst record, I think is a tie between... I think it's probably going to be between the Jets, the Giants, and the Falcons. I do.
I like the Jaguars to put just
Funny is
the Jaguars are trying to get Trevor.
I think the Jaguars are honestly going to play some spoiling games I think they'll play some spoiling games late in the season.
Oh, wow.
Who y'all think is going to be our new head coach?
Honestly, who do I want it to be? I want it to be either Jim Harbaugh, Eric Bieniemy, or Joe Brady. Out of all 3 of those, I think Joe Brady is the most likely.
I don't want Lincoln Riley. He sucks as a head coach. I don't want no Lincoln Riley. He sucks. I want to get Bieniemy, either him or Jim Harbaugh and Joe Brady. Was look at Trevor Lawrence get moved right there.
Let's see. Yeah, you can have him. What the fuck ever. I don't care. You can have him.
Who's that?
That's fucking Brandon. You can have him back. I don't give a fuck.
Get him in the stream.
So you want to battle him?
Yeah, I'll battle him in here.
Oh my. Stream our link if anyone wants to come in. And Brandon, your Seahawks are on right now. So, and the Vikings are driving downfield, and they are about to score. So I suggest you be paying attention to that game. So yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. They're driving.
Yeah, they're driving downfield. Driving. Yeah.
Alexander Madison is not bad. He has
more concerned about
4.5 yards to carry, and one of the more athletic centers. Garrett Brandon make that play.
Focus on the whole game then. Because you're about to look because yeah, we might be rebuilding, but hey. Worthless franchise.
Bro. Seattle used to suck too before y'all had Russell Wilson.
I think we're about worth $2.5 billion if you ask me. So yeah, worthless franchise. I think since Quinn is gone, yay, he's gone. Finally, he's gone. It was fucking due last year. So once again, I think that Rich McKay will be the GM the rest of the year. I think Raheem Morris is our interim head coach. I think that I want Joe Brady as our next head coach, but I don't know if we'll get Joe Brady.
Man, Dan Quinn got to be the softest head coach I ever seen on the Falcons.
You know, something I actually saw earlier, they're going to be, all the players are going to be fucking Isaiah Oliver, fucking all of them are going to be walking around tomorrow morning. They're going to just be like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Do we really have to deal with fucking discipline now? Because they were so used to, for 5 years, hey, good job, guys. Good job. We'll rebound next week. Don't worry, guys. We'll rebound. We'll rebound next week. Now, whoever the fuck their head coach is.
This is Dan Quinn. This is Dan Quinn at press conferences. We didn't execute. Like,
we'll have a better week. We'll be better next week. We'll bounce back.
Then you have Julio Jones saying, week 1 don't define us. Like I said, week 2 don't define us. Week 3.
Look, I like Julio, but this is defining y'all. This stuff is defining us. Julio was wrong on that one. I like Julio. I still think that.
This is my honest opinion about Matt Ryan. I don't think he's the worst quarterback we ever had. I think he's way better than Vic. What I think is, he's getting where he ain't really.
Oh shit! Hey, Brandon. Vikings just took the lead.
What's up now, boy? Dude, the Vikings are whooping y'all, bro. What's up now?
Yeah, you're linked, by the way.
What's up, Brandon?
Damn, I guess they do need some fans to win.
Dude, you got the biggest lips on fucking YouTube ever, dude. You got the biggest fucking lips. You look like one of those fucking weird fucking fake kiss you on fucking Mario, bro. You ever played Super Mario Brothers?
I mean, hey, I think that. Yeah. Your C bitches, they are losing. So you better focus on them.
Like they were going to blow out Seattle. I thought they were going to get blown out. And then they'd come back with
so, What else do we got? Oh yeah. I think that the defense is totally getting rebuilt and it needs to be blown up. I hope Isaiah Oliver's off this team tomorrow also. And another thing is, could you just imagine someone like fucking... I hope to God when we get our next defensive coordinator or next head coach, they look and they're like, this is the worst fucking defense I've seen in my life. Because I can identify it. They don't. They are tired. They have no hustle. It's like they didn't care today. It's like they haven't cared all season. They talk about we're gonna fight for Dan Quinn. I think I want Dan Quinn gone. I don't know why, because he's as nice of a coach as you're gonna get. Dan Quinn tried to copy everything from Seattle, and he failed in a hilarious fashion. He failed in a hilarious fashion trying to copy everything from Seattle. He tried to get a Cam Chancellor with Keanu Neal. He tried to get Bobby Wagner with Deion Jones. Which, I mean, Deion Jones has been decent, but he hasn't been so good this year. And the only good defensive player for us is Brady Jarrett. We signed Dante Fowler to a big ass contract in March, 3 years, $48 million. He's a bust. He sucks.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I'm fixing to get off here, but hey, you guys are gonna find a head coach, and I mean, obviously, this was probably the right move for Atlanta.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
It might take us a few years.
Good luck to them.
We will be back in a few years.
I'm sure. Give it a few years, man. You'll find a coach and everything.
Our culture is changing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like all the way around too.
We will. It might take 5 years, might take 7 years, but we will be back sooner rather than later.
I think so too. Anyway, thanks for letting me on. Rise up. I'm gonna try to get some sleep here. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, man.
See ya.
See you. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream right now. We're gonna go over to Slitta's chat. Thank you to everyone for popping in. Slitta, Derek, Ballard, this dude right here, who's concerned more about a worthless franchise than his own team who's losing right now. Thank y'all for popping in. Until next time, let's keep faith, because guess what? We might be rebuilding right now. We might be down right now. We're coming back scarier than ever. Might be a few years from now. I don't care. We're coming back scarier than ever.